Hello, friends and clients of JLW Immigration Law Group. I am Jennifer Walker Gates, immigration attorney out of Austin, Texas, and I am here in this video to talk today about what to do if your case is rejected by USCIS. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be something that applies to a lot of people in the coming few weeks because the Trump administration announced on Monday that there are new form additions for a bunch of the different applications that we frequently file, including Form I-485, application for adjustment of status, N-400, application for naturalization, I-918, application for U visa, and the I-192 waiver that goes with the U visa. All those have new additions as of Monday, and there's no grace period. They said these are effective immediately, and we will not accept after today any older forms. What that means is that people who filed their cases last week, whose cases were either in the mail or just arriving on Monday or Tuesday to USCIS with the old forms, because that's all we knew to use at the time, those cases are going to get rejected by USCIS because the forms are out of date. So I'm in this video here to share with y'all kind of what to do in this situation, what to look for, what happens when a case is rejected, and how to fix that issue. Before I get into all of that, I would like to take a moment to ask you to subscribe to our newsletter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave us comments. We have lots of videos on our YouTube channel about immigration processes, and we respond to comments on all of them all the time. So please feel free to leave us comments, subscribe, share this video. We want to make sure people have as much helpful information as they can to get through the immigration system successfully. Let's go back to today's topic, what to do when your case is rejected by USCIS. All right, so what happens when a case is rejected is you file with USCIS. Now, this generally doesn't apply. That's one of the beautiful things about online filing. Your case really can't get rejected because the system kind of won't let you file if there's a problem with your case. So, but with the old-fashioned paper filings, there are several reasons why those get rejected frequently. The number one reason is that you didn't include the right fees with your filing. You included the wrong filing fees. Number two is the form addition is out of date, and that's what we're probably going to be seeing here in the next couple of weeks. Number three is some signatures are missing on the forms. That's another common reason. There are other reasons that cases get rejected. Those are probably the most frequent reasons that we see. So what happens is you file a case and then you're waiting for the receipt notice. You're waiting for the receipt notice. You're waiting for the receipt notice and it doesn't come. And so as attorneys, we are obsessive about copying everything and using mail tracking, and we track the delivery of every single package. I tell my people who are filing without an attorney all the time to make sure you copy everything and make sure everything you send to USCIS is done with mail tracking, because that's the first way that you have, that is like the frontline defense in trying to figure out where is my package after you stick it in the mail. If you have mail tracking, you know where that package is. You know when and where it got delivered to USCIS. And if it didn't get delivered or something like that, you should be able to tell that on the website for the U.S. Postal Service. The FedEx and UPS, all the mail delivery services have tracking information available. If you're going through USPS, U.S. Postal Service, costs a little more to get the mail tracking, but worth it. Check the mail tracking. See if it was delivered. The second thing is if your packet was delivered, but you still haven't been charged for the packet several weeks after you file, meaning that you've checked to see if the payment has been taken out of your account, or the check has been cashed, or the money order has been cashed, or the credit card has been charged. If it hasn't, that is a good sign that your case has probably been rejected. If the payment has been cashed, that means USCIS took your case in. They took your payment, they took it in, and they assigned a receipt number. In that case, if you just haven't gotten the receipt notice, it may be lost in the mail, and you may need to call USCIS and say, my payment was cashed and charged on this date, but I haven't gotten a receipt notice yet. That is something that has to be taken care of over the phone with USCIS, calling that 1-800 number and asking for an InfoPass appointment so you can get a human on the phone. But if you see that your payment has not been cashed or charged, after a few weeks, you're probably looking at a rejection. What that means is that USCIS reviewed your packet, they found it insufficient for some reason, and they didn't even assign a receipt number necessarily or let it go any further in the process. They repackaged it back up and sent it back to you. So it's in the mail on its way back to you, and they are not using tracking and they're not using any kind of accelerated mail service. So it is going to take some time to get back to you. If this happens, if your case has been rejected, the safest thing to do, if you even think your case has been rejected, the safest thing to do is cancel your payment. Okay. If you have a big check or a money order or something or a credit card form floating out around in the mail and it gets lost, to me, that is like the definition of anxiety. So typically we do stop payment when we suspect a case has been rejected to prevent that payment from somehow being compromised if it gets lost in the mail. However, that is not required. You can wait for your package to come back to you. You should receive it in the mail back in your mailbox 4 to 6 weeks after you submit it. And the payment should be included in that packet. It should not have been touched, or sometimes you'll see that it has been like endorsed by USCIS before whoever rejected it got to that point, but it shouldn't have been cashed or taken. So once your package is back in your mailbox, you can read a cover letter. It will include a cover letter that explains to you why your case was rejected. It will either say you included the wrong fees, the form edition is expired, there are signatures missing, there's information missing. Whatever is wrong that caused the rejection will be identified on a cover sheet. Then you can fix whatever is going on with it, put the cover sheet on it, and turn it right back around and send it back. That is the best way to handle a case rejection. Some people have asked, can I just resubmit my case without waiting for it to get all the way back to me? If you're 100% sure you know why your case was rejected, maybe you realized after you sent it that you forgot to include the filing fees. Maybe you realized after you sent it that you forgot to sign something. You know that it was the expired form. Whatever the case may be, if you're 100% sure you know why the case was rejected, then you could stop payment on that first filing so that you don't get charged twice if somebody finds the thing and then manages to cash it. You could stop payment on that first thing and then resubmit with a new payment. However, you're running the risk of getting it rejected again if you're not 100% sure. So it is so frustrating to wait. Sometimes going ahead and filing before you get that thing back is mandatory because maybe somebody's going to age out and lose eligibility. Maybe you're going to, your UV certification is going to expire. There may be some major deadline at play that says, yes, refile right away. However, if that isn't the case, the best practice is to wait until you get that package back, figure out what is wrong, fix it, and then turn it back around. When you resubmit, please make sure that you have a copy of everything you submit and that you use mail tracking. And you can track that package until it arrives safely at its destination. Then you can pay attention to your payment, make sure it gets cashed. Hopefully everything gets receipted in and your case is on the way. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope this has been helpful. Please, please, please reach out to us. Our website is jlw.law. Reach out to us, schedule an appointment with me or any of the attorneys in our office if we can help you in any way. Analyze your case, analyze your eligibility, understand what is required for your case, make a safety plan. Whatever the case may be, we are here for you. Please take good care. Join us on Wednesdays at noon. We go live to answer questions. We are happy to do that every week as well. And leave us a comment if you'd like. Take good care. Talk to you soon.